I want to know, like, where y'all have us right now. Like, what grade are you giving the Carolina Panthers off season up to this point?
I was about to say, I'm really actually excited to sink my teeth a little bit into this free agency class that the Panthers have brought in. Because personally, I'm very, very excited by what I see.
Can I be honest? And we'll like continue to move on through it.
Go ahead.
When you sent the depth chart the other day or the roster or whatever that was,
it looked mid.
It still looked mid as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna lie, and I know Panthers fans don't want to hear that, but again, we'll go through it. We'll dive into it a little bit because I think there's some holes that got filled up, and I would like to hear your opinion as well. Like, I want to know why you're saying that you're excited. I get it.
Well, I see a theme.
Okay, and what is that theme that you're referencing?
The theme that I see is hitters.
Okay.
And the biggest issue that I saw with the Panthers last season is nobody really wanted to hit, and the run defense was like abysmal last year. Like, we can talk about the secondary all we want, which we did at the start. Most of the year we slandered the secondary. But truthfully, like, that run defense was extremely pussy. Like, extremely pussy. And what they did was they went ahead and shored up a lot of gaps. And if you go back and watch the Super Bowl, there was a guy that stood out, not on the Eagles side, but for the Chiefs, and there was a reason Saquon was bottled up. And just go back and watch what 98 for the Chiefs did against Mekhi Becton all game. Took him to the fucking cleaners and worked him. Was in the backfield constantly. I mean, he just stood out as a guy that, like, truly wanted to be there, truly wanted to hit, and you bring somebody like that in. And if y'all don't know who I'm talking about, I am talking about Treshaun Wharton.
Yes.
The D tackle that the Panthers signed from Kansas City. Love that. Trayvon Merring, the safety from the Raiders, he likes to come up. And he's a playmaker. Trayvon Merring is a playmaker.
Yeah, I know. Everybody keeps telling me that. I even saw Dunk talking about, I think he was actually on Dunk's wish list or whatever. I mean, I have to see it. I have to see it. Like, because, yes, it fills a hole for you at safety. But in coverage, what is he?
Trayvon Merring is a playmaker. He's one of the better safeties he's probably the best safety that's walked through the doors at Carolina in the better half of, like, 8 or 9 years. Like, if we're being honest. Like,
okay.
He's better than anything that they've had back there. You got Bobby Brown, which
you go slow, bro. You're going so fast. You're going so fast.
Because I'm just going down the list, and then I'm gonna give a grade.
About why you're excited.
Yeah, okay. I'm just pointing because it's not like it's not one player that's making me excited. It's the collection of players and what I think they can do together. Because that's really important here. Bobby Brown, again, is going to be a really good rotational piece. If you go back and watch the Rams play, the Rams had a pretty solid defensive line all year. Bobby was out there making plays.
And on limited opportunity as well.
Exactly.
Bobby Brown is a dog. He was one of the reasons why Puna got off the way he got off. Which, I mean, if you're not new to the show, y'all know how I feel about Puna because he tried to slander my name when we did our when we did our game preview against the Rams against the Chargers rather. And I tried to tell him what time it was.
Well, Bobby Brown played for the Rams.
He played for the Rams. I'm tripping. Retract that whole statement. I'm just sucking.
You just want to talk about Puna so bad.
Yeah, he just had to find a way.
Because really, that's what we should have brought in. But I digress. Because Bobby is a dog.
He'll be good. Christian Roseboom, another one. Linebacker, loves.
He's ass.
He makes tackles.
He's dog shit.
He's
dog shit. That's why I told you go slow, bro.
Again,
and I'm not going to let you
get
this shit off,
I'm
bro.
saying the collection.
The collection
of
what? What does Christian Roseboom do?
You're adding him in as a rotational linebacker. Like, this isn't a starting linebacker.
Hope. No, that's what you hope. That's what you hope.
No, that's what I know. He's not. He's not, bro. He's going to be a rotational linebacker.
Why do you know that Christian Roseboom?
They're giving bro the starting job.
Who? Trevin.
Okay,
cool.
Trevin will be the starter.
And see, that's where we have an issue. That's where we have a problem.
Trevin will be the starter, bro.
When we have C.J. Mosley still available, and we have Shaq Thompson still available, which we'll talk about that in a second.
Die, bro. Let it fucking die, man. He don't put up his fucking video. Let it die, bro.
Go slow.
Jesus
But
Christ.
the theme that I'm obviously hinting at here is that it's defensive focused. This free agency class that they're bringing in is heavily focused on the defense, which was extremely pussy last year. And you added a lot of guys in who have played a lot of football and know how to tackle, which can't hurt, which cannot hurt this roster. Did you see the product that they put on the field last year?
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Why would I'm trying to formulate this question to be politically correct. So I'm just give me time. Why would I be excited about bringing in a linebacker that when he didn't re-sign with his team, their fans fucking celebrated? And I'm supposed to be gassed up about that. Now, obviously, we're nitpicking, but I mean, that's our job. That's what we're here to do, break shit down. But I'm going to tell you, I absolutely hate the Christian Rosenboom signing. I despise it.
So why did when it first happened, you was like,
that's
what we need.
You want me to tell you why? Because I went on YouTube and I saw like 3 highlights, and I was like, oh, okay, he's sliding. But then I did a little bit more digging and a little more research, and I saw they were elated that the nigga wasn't coming back. So what the fuck is he worth to me?
I mean, how much credit are you putting?
Or do I just
how much faith and credit are you putting into the Rams fan base for being a highly educated fan base? And how much do they really know? When you have a Rams defense that was decimated by injury for majority of the season, so it's a very possible.
Which is why he got a lot of the opportunities that he did. So you're just telling me that he's just mediocre? He's mid. He couldn't even start on a Rams defense.
He had 135 tackles last season.
Yeah, I mean, that shit is phenomenal. How did they come?
You need somebody that can tackle.
How did they come?
How many times did we watch guys sliding off of players running by them?
I mean, I hope you're right.
I'm just saying, like,
I hope you're right.
These are little things that are going to be important.
Listen to me. If we're rolling out Christian Rosenboom and Josie Jewell as our 2 linebackers,
you won't be though. Okay. That's what I'm
telling you. Well, I pray to God that you're right.
You can sub him in. You have a viable backup now. Like that's important. It's important to add depth to the roster. That's what
I totally agree.
You have to get better. So that's a depth signing. The highlights were the guys that I named beforehand. Christian Rosenboom I just threw in because he can tackle. And he's a good linebacker to have coming in as a backup. And then you also go and you add a Rico Dowdle to complement Chuba for 1 year. Allow Brooks to get healthy. You don't have to rush him back now. And Rico is a violent runner that would complement Chuba's running style very well. You know. You witnessed it firsthand.
I mean, okay. I think they're very, very similar in their run styles, but okay.
I'm talking about how effective he can be, given opportunities.
I mean, against a weak-ass defense?
It wasn't just y'all he did it to. He did it to other teams.
I mean, but you
he
said
did it to other teams.
You said you know. First, you fucking
you witnessed it
first
firsthand.
You slander our defense and say how pussy our run defense is, and then you say, "Oh, you know, like nigga, yeah, bitch, I could run for 150 against that star ass D line last year."
No, the fuck you.
I mean, shit, that ain't that difficult to do. I mean, what the fuck? They 5, 6, 7 yards in our linebackers' lap. It ain't that hard to do against a defense like Carolina last year. But I digress. I'm not going to get worked up, and my blood pressure ain't going to go up today.
So
that's not what we're here. We're here for the
vibes.
vibes.
The free agency class at all?
I've given us a B. I'm very happy. I agree that we needed to add depth. I think that the Wharton signing was phenomenal. I think that the Bobby Brown signing was phenomenal. Mehring, TBD. Let me go to you first, bro, because a lot of them already heard me. I want to know what you have to say, bro. And this nigga went through the whole damn free agent class. Like, my God, go slow, nigga. We ain't been back in a month and a half. What you rushing for?
I just set it up for him.
Oh, okay. Well, cook.
Set what up for me, nigga?
The whole list.
It was a lie. It was a lie.
Yeah, I mean, I already got the list pulled up in front of me, so you don't have to say anything though from me. But, I mean, do you want me?
Hold on, wait. I'm sorry. What's your grade? Go ahead and get all your shit out.
B+.
Okay, I'm not mad at it. And where did Christian Rosenboom take that from where to where?
Why are you harping on Christian
He's
Rosenboom?
Go ahead.
I don't get that.
Go ahead. Maybe I'm too tough. I don't need to start this.
Do you want me to go through each individual signing or just like?
Just give me your grade and we'll talk about individual players.
What comes after a C+? Is it a B- or a B?
A B-.
Yeah, that's what they get. I was almost to a C+. And
why?
I would say, one, I want to comment on the Tershawn Wharton signing. I think that was a great signing. I was one of the ones when we were watching the Super Bowl, like, you seen him almost in every play. And I was like, I don't know who that is, but he's a fucking dog. I was like, I have no idea who this is.
He was the only one that didn't quit on 18.
Yeah, he was the only one making plays, and I think he was the highest rated Chiefs player that game. Like, I want to say, at least on the defensive side of the ball. So, that was a great signing after Milton Williams completely. Yeah, fuck Milton Williams. I do want to say that because I don't fuck with him. So, all right, I'll go ahead and
Can I present something to you? Or do you want to keep going quick?
Yeah,
go quick.
Let me keep going, bro.
I don't understand why our fan base is mad at them. is mad at him.
Okay.
Business is business. But go ahead.
But not that you don't say the same for DK. Business is business. Myles Garrett, business is business.
I'm not mad at DK. I'm not mad at either one of those guys. For one, DK he could only control his situation so much anyway. Because, I mean, yeah, you're getting traded. So, like, you can say and you can give whatever feedback you want, but, nigga, unfortunately, we own you.
You like to say that, but you like to say that, but when you say that, you just, the last situation that we had that conversation on, I was right again.
What situation are you referencing?
With Devontae Adams. I was right again. And you and your dumbass counterpart.
Okay.
So, I mean.
I digress. I want you, my bad. I'm sorry for interrupting. Get your shit off.
Yeah. And what makes me, and I know you said, what is his name? Trayvon
Marring?
Trayvon Marring?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I looked at his highlights, like, and all he can do is tackle. I didn't see him make a play in coverage. But, I mean, maybe, like Tavian said, that's what we need. But what made me excited about that signing is after I seen his highlights, I went and seen Xavier Woods' highlights. And, I mean, he was just god-awful. Like, that might be one of the worst secondary players I ever seen as far as tackling-wise. He can't make a tackle to save his life. So I was like, I mean, maybe it is good that we brought him in. And he might not be as mid as I think he is. Or Xavier Woods just might make him look a lot better than what he actually is. But we'll see. Pat Jones, I didn't really like that signing. I'm not gonna lie.
Keep it. Keep it. Damn it, go.
One of my boys said that he was good, that he was like that. But I mean,
your boys in the league, just to specify.
Yes, one of my boys in the league said he was good and that he was like that. But I don't know if that's just because it's his boy or what. But I mean, that didn't really move me at all, and I don't know why we gave him $20 million. But congrats. So I didn't like that signing. Bobby Brown, great signing. I love the Rico Dowdle signing, being that, we drafted a running back in the second round and he can't stay on the field. And I wouldn't care if I ever seen him on the field.
Let it go, man. Let it go.
So
can he get some kind of grace?
Good signing with Rico Dowdle. The Christian Roseboom signing, it doesn't do anything for me personally. I don't want to have to see him and Josie Jewell side by side.
But you're going to.
For more reasons than one that's going to piss me off.
But you're going to. You realize that. You're going to. Because unfortunately, like, he's saying what he's saying. And ideally, listen, when we go into the first week of training camp, the depth chart will have Christian Roseboom underneath Trevin Wallace. I just don't know if Trevin Wallace can beat him out. I don't.
Yeah, because I think Trevin Wallace is dog shit too. Personally, that's me. I mean, he was only a rookie, but
he was slow.
He couldn't read plays.
Sideline to sideline, he was average. Vertically, he was slow. Couldn't read plays.
Because Dave Canales said that's an area he needed improvement in.
He said that in the summer, and I don't know if he improved through 17, 18 weeks. And he was horrible in coverage. Every time I looked up, specifically, if I look at the Chicago game, he's getting cock put in him with a fucking basic stick route. So, yeah, unfortunately, continue. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
you're going to see Christian Roseboom starting with Josie Jewell. That's what I'm telling you. That's my hot take in March. That's my hot take. Roseboom will be starting with Josie Jewell.
Dan Chizina, that's his name. We couldn't do better than that.
We'll talk about it. We have a lot of fan blitz questions. We have a lot of questions regarding the receiver room.
Yeah, so I mean, all in all, I like the bringing back Brady, Austin Corbett to the win either way with that because I like K Mays. Tommy Tremble, I didn't have a problem with that. You did. It seems like that they paid him $8 million, whatever they gave him.
Yeah, but he was one of those guys. I mean, we talked about it the last episode of the season last week or last month and a half ago, whatever. He was one of the guys that we said needed to come back, so I'm not too terribly mad at it. I just wanted Evan. Go make a play for Evan. Go make a play for a guy that is actually proven in this league. Is he older? Yes, whatever. But like I said, this front office and this coaching staff have an infatuation with Tommy Tremble. So it was almost a done deal.
Do you not already have Evan on the roster, though?
I mean, I just know that our Evan got stretched and just simply never got back to form.
I tried to tell you that with them signing Tommy Tremble, but you For some reason, you didn't want to listen to that standpoint.
What did you say and what did I say?
I was like, well, you was like, I don't understand why the fuck they gave Tommy Tremble that much money. And I'm like, bro, well, it's because Jatavion Sanders, he was looking good. And then, like, after he got injured, it's just like he wasn't really the same anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. But I'm hoping that's
Probably
just in the past. Yeah, I mean, he did get put on his neck. He got put on his neck. That was crazy. I'm not going to lie. And I was literally walking out to the concession stand.
Both walking out. And that Chiefs fan, she was
yeah.
She was popping shit a little bit when he got put on his neck.
Oh. No, you were with Dunk. I was Dolo.
Oh yeah, I was with Dunk.
Lay off the liquor, bro. Lay off the liquor.
I don't drink.
God forgive him. I don't know.
I had intentionally skipped over Pat Jones, by the way.
I
didn't have no words for that one.
Yeah, and see,
that one was kind of sick.
He's very, very similar to DJ Wanham. And so I'm going to hold off from
I thought you liked DJ Wanham.
But that's why I said I'm going to hold off from slandering his name, because when I look at his film and I look at his highlights, very, very similar to DJ Wanham, where they get a lot of sacks just based on effort and motor. And if that's what it is, okay, cool. But honestly, I wanted to see a little bit more in the edge room.
Yeah, because with them besides Jadeveon Clowney, that doesn't move me. I'm not going to lie.
Well, there's still a lot of time, too. There's still the draft.
It is. There's a lot of time. There's still the draft. There's still a couple of names out there as well.
I would have felt better. About us going that way in the draft and getting someone that was really, really solid on the edge if we could have hit on a receiver in free agency.
That would have helped.
That would have
helped a lot.
You still can. There's still names out there.
Like who?
Well, we'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it during Fan Blitz. But there's still names. There's there's one that I'm very, very infatuated with.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah.
This is gonna be
because I don't even know if I've seen anything up there that I'm like, oh, I'm infatuated with.
I'm infatuated with it just because it fits. EJ Moore. It fits. It fits. You need a speed guy. You need a speed guy that can win routes. He can pretty much run every route on the route tree. He's not going to come in and be an immediate wide receiver one. We already know that, right? We know that. But it also gives you room to help XL. So, cool. If we believe XL is going to be that one, then cool. Give him another year to develop. He still has Thielen there. He has EJ there. And he has Coker there. And Jatavion Sanders, because we believe that he's going to develop a lot more and get a lot more reps as a pass catcher. So, yeah, that is the name that I'm infatuated with. But I guess we can save it.
And that room still seems ass to me, even with that name.
But it was gonna seem ass regardless when you missed on DK and when you missed on T.
Yeah.
It was gonna seem ass because we got so infatuated with those two names as a fan base. Now we will talk about obviously another situation. Actually, let's just go there. What is your grade? A C plus?
A B minus.
A B minus. Okay. And your grade was a B plus?
B plus.
And my grade is a B. So we're all literally right there in the same area. Merring, I'm gonna hold off. I'm not gonna slander his name no more than I already have this episode until the season. But my whole problem with him, the reason why it makes me nervous is because I don't know if he can cover. So that's why I'm kind of skeptical. Does he come down? Does he hit? Sure. But I will tell you this as well. He does a lot of fucking ankle biting.
There he goes.
Which is a huge problem that we saw with Dante Jackson.
Did he make the tackle? Yes or no?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Was Dante Jackson making tackles?
Dante Jackson was soft.
Was Dante Jackson making tackles?
Barely.
I'm asking you.
Barely.
And that's how I feel about Trevor Merritt.
No. That film looks way different, bro.
Okay. Well, I mean, they play two different positions, which we're aware of. But I'm just telling you, the way he tackles is very similar to Dante Jackson. So if you see him get a fucking knee put through his face mask, don't come to me complaining and crying and bitching.
I'm not gonna come
I'm already trying to tell you right now. That's what he does. He does a lot of ankle biting. I'm telling you now.
Well, he's been a successful safety in a big free agent signing and was a hot commodity because of his tackling. So now all of a sudden, are we just expecting him to get knees put through his face mask?
Bro,
like he just forgot how to tackle when he got to the Panthers?
Trayvon Merrick has been a dog since he was at TCU.
Okay. I'm not discounting that. I'm just telling you.
He's a good football player, bro. You just be thankful, bro.
I can't tell niggas what alarms me. That alarms me. Patrick Jones getting paid whatever he fucking got paid.
$20 million.
That alarms me because, to be quite frank, I don't know if you beat out DJ Wanham, and I don't know if you beat out a healthy Amari Barno. I'm still on that train. Go ahead. Say what you need to say,
Yeah,
bro.
why is he not fucking playing, bro?
Who, Amari?
Yes.
I
He's
don't
been
know.
injured for 2 years. It's time to part ways.
A year and a half.
Unfortunately, it's time to part ways.
A year and a half. He
And
still
then
has another year.
I also seen the fan base infatuated with DJ Johnson again.
Yeah.
Did you see that on X?
I did see that. I wish you would have sent it to me. Oh, my God.
I think Bland might have posted it.
Bland, give it a fucking break. Give it a fucking break, Bland.
And
My
excuse
dog.
me if you didn't post it, but I think Bland.
Whoever posted it, if it was Bland, then I expect a lot more from you. But if it was just a regular fan, you give it a fucking break too, nigga. Give it a fucking break. He's not that.
They said that he got better towards the back end of the year, and they were happy to see what direction he can go in at the start of the season.
Can he pass rush? That's all I want to. That's all I want to know.
I'm just
Can
telling
he
you
rush
what
the
they
quarterback?
Said, what they said, bro.
Okay. He's not beating out Amari. Right. DJ Johnson, unfortunately, is not beating out Amari.
We don't know what Amari can do at this point. Can we just put?
I just want him healthy. That's all. Give him a shot. If he gets cut during training camp or after training camp, cool. I don't have no problem. If he gets cut, he gets cut. But you know how I feel about him. Because I've been saying this for, 2 years? Since he got hurt, a year and a half, 2 years. I think Amari Barno is a dog. Now, do I think he's gonna a guy that can get 10, 11, 12 sacks? No. But do I think he can add 6 or 7? Yeah.
There's just a lot of Jags in that particular room.
Yes, I would agree. Which is why that Patrick Jones getting $20 million, was that the number you said?
Yes.
Yeah, I felt the way. I felt the way. Trash tax included, nigga. I average. Rose Boom.
Give it a rest, bro.
Rose Boom. I'ma chill. Again, I need to just go slow and be patient. But I'm just telling y'all my immediate reactions / a week and a half later. Rose
Very
Bowl.
similar reaction that you had last year to Josie Jewell, by the way.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well,
And
shit.
I might have had the same reaction.
I was going to say, well, shit, was he not tracking the first 5 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay,
He
cool.
had to get his feet under
And
him.
then when he got his feet under him, I laid off. And then towards the end of the year, I commended him because you did a fucking phenomenal job. You did great. You developed, you quickly relearned the system, and you became a leader on the team, on the defense specifically. I'm just telling y'all right now, what the fuck makes y'all think Christian Roseboom is exempt from getting smoked? Christian Roseboom, because he had 135? Cool. And I'm going to go ahead and say this too.
And wasn't it in 11 games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big fucking deal, man. That's great, bro. That is phenomenal and it's outstanding. I need to see it. I need to see it. That's it. I need to see it.
Well, you're
Corbett,
is Dan Morgan in the Hall of Fame?
nigga. Dan Morgan also drafted Trevin Wallace. So that's not saying shit
I'm
to
just
me.
saying you're Hall of Fame linebacker.
Yeah, that doesn't
Saw a
mean
linebacker that he liked.
he might have.
Say it.
No, it's okay.
What is it?
Nothing.
You
I'm
think
just
there was
telling
an
you.
affiliation or something? The reason that he would have brought him in?
No, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. He also drafted Trevin Wallace, who I'm not too high on right now. I'm going to go through these quick because I'm about to circle back because I don't know what your issue is. It's another nigga on YouTube. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he act like he wanted them dead, but I'm going to come back to it. Austin Corbett, Cade Mays,
What my issue is.
Brady Christensen, all three of those guys absolutely love it. You had a strong suit last year. It was your offensive line. Don't change it. Don't touch it. Don't fuck with it. Bring every single piece back. If anybody goes down, we're A-okay. That's what I'm going to tell Panther Nation right now. Anybody gets hurt for the duration of the season, don't fucking panic unless it's Rob. Now, if it's Rob, we're fucked. But if it's anybody else, we're A-okay. Rico, love it. Love it. You bring in another 1,000-yard receiver or wide out, damn. Running back to complement Chuba, love it. It was a deal, obviously 1-year deal, a deal to let, like Tavion mentioned earlier, let Jonathan Brooks get healthy. Now, I will challenge and say I'm not 100% sure that I wouldn't have wanted to see Rico on a 2-year. Because to be honest, I don't know what Jonathan Brooks is going to be worth after 2 torn ACLs consecutively. I don't. I've seen it happen maybe on one occasion, not even maybe. Thomas Davis was the only person that I really, really saw that came back from 2 ACLs consecutively and was still a demon. I don't know if I can pinpoint anybody else ever in NFL history. This is just off the top of my head, so forgive me. Be patient if I'm wrong. I can't remember it happening and seeing it. So there's going to be calls for pause, and that's going to be a pick that we talk about for a very, very long time. Just because this cast particularly was so split. They felt absolutely horrible about the Jonathan Brooks pick. I was A-okay with it. I was fine with it. And they told me that I was a jackass and called me everything but a son of God. And to be quite frank, unfortunately, right now, they're right. They're right. Because that pick looks absolutely horrible right now. It does.
Especially when you have Cooper DeJean, who...
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What could have been. And then we wouldn't even have had the, so love that. Love Rico. We need another one in the running back room. We need at least one more. What? Scatterboo, give it a break. Give it a break. Maybe though. 4th, 5th round, yeah, sure.
It's okay
One
at
of
running
those
back,
5
but
picks.
not linebacker.
Huh? Yeah, absolutely. Because we done seen it.
Yeah.
You done seen it at linebacker too.
Yeah. I mean, I digress. You're right.
Yeah.
I take it back. One of the greatest of all time,
Yeah.
if not the greatest of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I digress. Who else? Wharton, love it. Bobby, love it. B. It's a B. I wanted to see that splash, but like Tavian mentioned earlier, you need depth. I say this on Move the Chains. You need depth to be a competent football team, a winning football team. Everybody wants to talk about, I said this on Move the Chains too. Everybody wants to talk about next man up until the next man has to come up. And if the next man that comes up just ain't worth a fuck, with all due respect, by NFL standards, you're going to be worthless as a team. You just simply are. And I would just encourage people to look at the 2024-2025 Detroit Lions and what they were able to accomplish with all the injuries to their defense up to the point where they got blasted because there was just no more next man up. Just simply wasn't. But they still only lost, a total of 1 or 2 games? And I think their whole secondary was absolutely decimated after week 12 or 13. So
D-line too.
Yeah, D-line too. You know what I'm saying? And obviously they made the move to go get Ziggy Smith. But still,